All right. Shout out to Auntie B. Auntie B did a session earlier. Can I rent your womb? Oh, I was on the show. How many people were on there with me? I was on that show. It's always a pleasure to hang out with Auntie B on Obodo Fam and with the Obodo Fam. It's always a pleasure. I try to steal the opportunity when I do have a little room, and she's always gracious to allow me to shine. And shout out to all the Prestige family that's always in there. Thank you. I see your support all the time. But yeah, can I rent your womb? Hey, Jesus. Imbola tu jasi o. Hey.
Hey! Haye me te me ba me. Apostle we hear of this.
Apostle will hear of this. So I gave the shorter version of what I really wanted to say, which is these people are delusional. They're everywhere. Men, women, they're everywhere. They're creating exact science type of solutions, pragmatic, 1 equals to 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And they're basically neglecting the biggest variable of it all, emotions. Emotion are your mates. That's the biggest variable of everything. It's not even only romantic relationships. Every type of human endeavors, activity is driven, all of them are driven by emotions, including the stock market. They're all driven by emotions, right? When it's recorded as data, it's too late at that point in time. You can look at it for educational purposes, but if you disconnect from real-time ability to respond to crisis, you just collect.
You collect what.
Collect work. It cannot work. Collect work. So I wanted to assess this line by line. Tato says the energy it takes to think about the next content to maintain the social media illusion, it's a lot. 1/10 of that will build a fantastic relationship. Not just one, all your relationships will feel it if you put 1/10 of that type of energy into your relationships. Okay? It's crazy. Yes, Auntie Gore says she was there. Everyone was there, right? Yeah. I was glad to hear you speak, as I was hoping that you would come into the studio. Thank you, Jared Chinye. But there was a lot in it. I was like, you know what? There's more to this. Let's do it line by line at the Prestige Hour today. So I'll kind of push some things behind a little bit too. All right. So I'm just going to read and we'll analyze line by line. I want a partner. This delusional brother says, I want a partner. No kerewa. No love talks. I know I love you and all that romantic talk. This line right here, listen, there are two possibilities. Okay. It's a robot. It's GTP chat. AI raised to power Pro Max. And it's not a human, it's just a robot looking to create human kids. Okay. What do we know? Right? That's not true, right? This is a human being who is actively trying to avoid emotional pain. Okay? And now this type of people, they came from two places. They're either emotionally damaged or they're actively trying to avoid what they've been internalizing from the internet. They've seen so many stories of people that have chopped breakfast left and right. So they're like, that will never be me. I will avoid it. In fact, there was one brother in the chat. I'm hoping that one day we'll call into either here or over there so we can have a conversation. Larry. How many people remember Larry? Right? He said he will prove me wrong. I said, I'll wait. I'm patient. I've been telling them for 2-3 years. I'm patient. I'll be here. They always come back and tell their full story. Usually it's because they've gone through something. Okay? They give themselves up. It's only a matter of time. Okay? The other part of it, sometimes they want a woman to fall in love with them, but they're like, no, I'm alpha. Alpha na your mate.
Continue.
No, I'm alpha. I don't need no woman. right? And that talking point is struggling with the face. There's a disconnect. You need to tell your face that you don't need a woman. It's not working. They're disagreeing. Your face is telling me. But anyway, let's continue. So no love and no I love you and all that romantic talk. Just agree to get married. Just agreement. Contract. He's looking for just a contract. Marriage. It doesn't exist. Okay? Yes, you sign a contract. The ones I've seen, the one I signed is a license. It's a marriage license that you can show to the world like, yes, me and this person were married, so that we can take advantage of all the benefits that comes with, that the state gives you, taxes, many other opportunities. We covered that here the other time. I think we were 7 to 10 of them of purpose, 7 purposes of marriage. Actually, we can review that really quickly, right? 7 purposes of marriage is on the screen: romance, companionship, family and legacy, multiplying and nation building, legal, life hack, as in legally, right? Significance and recognition, personal growth. These things, right? It's not just the life legal hack. If that's all you're looking for, that's what he's trying to claim he's looking for, right? But let's keep going. Let's see how delusional he is, right? Just agree to get married. We have kids, either 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒 or artificial insemination. The kids must not know of our arrangement. I'll be a good father. If this is your mindset, you're literally incapable of being a good father. Literally. Okay? Because of this mindset. Because those kids you're going to have, how do you think you're going to relate with them? Paper? Contract? You know you're going to have to emotionally engage them, right? You know sometimes they will check you. They will test your authority, right? How are you going to react? You're going to pull out the paper contract? Right? You're literally, there's no better way to tell me you're incapable of being a father if this is your mindset. It's going to take me a lot to have to explain that right now. But listen, all your relationships will require emotional intelligence, not just romantic relationships. Okay? I'll be a good father and a good partner. No. We've talked about the partnership thing here, right? Partnership is default. You don't have to work on that. You're partnered anyway. The part you have to work on is putting structures into that relationship. The leadership, the followership in different departments of the lifestyle that you guys are trying to build together, and overall having some structure in the midst of the chaos, the chaotic nature of emotions. All of that is going to be tested, right? But you want to be a good partner. That's bare minimum. OJB, you want to be a good partner, like you better be. That's the bare minimum, right? It's irrelevant to what you're asking for. We don't do 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒 unless we agree. So you still want to benefit from 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒. It's basically leaving a little room, like saying, I'm open. Just in case you want to do 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒, I'm a little bit open. This guy don't know nothing. Come on, anything. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. I'll be kind to you. Did you know that that's just one of the elements of love, right? Love is kind, right? You know, if you lead with that, it actually makes everything else easier, right? If you're kind, you'll be patient, right? It's not boastful, right? Let's keep going. I'll be kind to you and our children will have the best life. You can have your lover. I don't care. He cares. He cares, right? He's trying to tell himself he doesn't care, right? But he cares.
Don't care, don't care, don't care, still don't care. I don't care, I don't care.
The kids must not know. It's a breach of contract if they know. So let me guess, you're going to have a whole lifetime of this life covenant type relationships. Covenant, not contract. Covenant relationship, but you're going to attempt to keep a secret. How do you think that's going to work out? I'm asking. What do you think? You actually think you're going to drive a lifestyle that's driven by a covenant, meaning life. The term is life. It's not just your typical contract because you exchanged $20. It's a lifetime covenant, right? And you're going to attempt to keep secrets in that. How do you think that's going to work out? I'm asking. It's not going to work because there's confusion. Okay? It's a breach of contract if they know you want to keep a secret. You want to start this by keeping a secret with the kids that are not even here yet, right? How many people do you know they are adopted? When they are adopted, they don't tell them. How do you think that plays out when you don't tell them at certain point in their growth? How do you think that's going to play out? You're going to literally make those children get to a point, find out something, and then they will find out that it's all been a lie. How do you think they're going to move through life? See, it's already, your ability to be a good father is already being tested, and you're in the bottle right now already. It's not working. Already. 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒 is excluded, but if we agree, he wants to leave the doors open, Weary. He wants to leave the doors open. Okay.
You think so they're wise?
Hey. Yeah.
You are a mumu man.
Let's continue. 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒 is excluded, but if we agree, then after we'd have to get tested. Again, remember, he's trying to bring everything down to exact science. This is an attempt that has failed. He's trying to bring it down to, the modern people are like that. They're looking for, it's a microwave generation. They're looking for quick answer. They don't want to go through process. They want marriage, but they don't want to go through the process. They want love, romantic, all that kind of stuff, but they don't want the process, right? They want a lifetime of, oh yeah, everybody's happy after 35 years. But they don't want the stupid honeymoon stuff in the first 2 years to break down so they can build a foundation. They're shocked when that happens. Like, oh, why is this tough? Go ask your parents. Did that good marriage fall out of the skies? Anyway. Then after we get tested and agree on when to begin 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒, to begin, because I do not want to be involved, 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒, with people, hence you'd have to stick to having it with me. And if you want to go with your lovers, then we're not having 𝐁𝐄𝐅𝐒 at all. Big cap. And I continue, I want you to be happy and sane. I won't cage you. So let's process this. Let's process this together. You put somebody under a stupid contract for a lifetime, but they don't feel caged, right? They have this secret that's boiling inside of them. They can't tell their own children, but they are not caged. Is this not madness? Is this not madness? Anyway, I want you to be happy and sane. I won't cage you. However, you must be a good mother. He's giving rules. You must be a good mother. If you want it to be, how can you be a good mother and keep secret from your children? Can anybody help me with this? How can you be a good mother and keep this magnitude of secrets from your children?
Will you keep quiet?
Is that possible? Oh, this is all about, you always taught us about selective honesty. Really? You're going to take me out of context too. Anyway, let's continue. However, you must be a good mother. If you want to be a paid partnership, you gotta be YouTube, a paid partnership, then that's fine. We're never doing divorce. Okay, I'm not going to cage you, but we're never doing divorce. You see, Jesus Christ. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We're never doing divorce. However, if you decide you want out, then the door is open. Confusion. Confusion.
Juju be that.
Right? Baba confusion. The kids must. Let me see if I can scroll to the next one. Okay, I found it. Wait. Where's the next one? I'm just scrolling to Auntie B's video. That's how I'm finding it. The kids must. Okay. From having a, I guess, is that the next here? Let me see. I'm trying to make sure. Paid mother, paid travels. Okay. Let me find it. I'll find it. It's trying to find the next page here. The kids must. Okay, let me just play it. There you go. Okay, let's just start from here. You'll be paid to be a mother and paid travels and vacation. We live in Canada. This whole marriage is a fraud, by the way. It's a fraud, right? And the state knows that marriages are supposed to be romantic relationships. That's why they don't get into your business too much when you go to family court. That's why men are crying wolf that it's not fair, okay? Because at some point, they only care about the kids. Actually, they only care about the kids, bottom line, okay? And if that means that things are skewed against men, it is what it is. If you don't like it, you're going to have to be patient. Go through the process of changing the laws. I'm sorry. It's just a reality, right? I don't want Shakabula and crazy laws, right? See, I knew was afraid of the laws because of freedom. However, our children will live a good part of their lives in Nigeria because they have work to do. Why? Because this guy has been following the manosphere, nothing else. It's a bunch of Nigerian young men following the manosphere, fantasizing about the idea that things are better in Nigeria when it comes to this thing. It's not better anywhere. You have to do the work. It's not better. Listen, you have the choice to go anywhere you want, but you go you will collect. That process you don't want to go through, you have to go through it. Children will live a good part of their lives in Nigeria because they have work to do. They also tend to believe that they raise children better in Nigeria. And I'm always asking, where are the leaders in Nigeria coming from if they raise better children in Nigeria? Because this formula is not hard enough for me. I'm always asking that question. If you have answers, please help me. Why is it that we are producing terrible leaders if they raise children better in Nigeria, right? Aren't our children leaders of tomorrow? What can you disconnect? Help me. Maybe I'm completely confused. Just help me. Something is disconnecting in that talking point that kids are better raised in Nigeria. We turned out okay. You turned out okay. And you japa. Anyway, let's continue. Their lives in Nigeria because they have work to do and we're raising them to be leaders. You won't be a stay-at-home mom. Let me just make sure that I'm not disconnected from everybody. Okay. Just want to make sure that everybody's still hearing me. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you're enjoying this, if you're getting value from this, hit that like button. However, our children, okay, we do that. You won't be a stay-at-home mom. You'll be whatever you choose to be. So he knows, he's trying to cover the edge where a lot of delusional young men will want, I'm the high value man, I'm a provider. He said that, you could do you. I'm just going to put this on contract so we don't have any surprise. 3 years from now, I don't want to chop breakfast 5 years into my marriage. This is a way of mitigating that risk. Instead, he decided to take the biggest risk of all. Right? Lying to himself. Lying to their children, unborn children. Will it work? It's not going to work. You'll be whatever you choose to be, even if you want to stay at home. If you fall in love with me at any point, she's not going to fall in love with you. You're lame as shit. She's not going to...
Oh my days, you know more worry into your long.
This guy. All right. Let's be clear. She's not going to fall in love with you. In fact, no normal woman who is available emotionally will buy into this stuff. It's hurt women who is also, there's a ton of them. They're trying to pragmatize everything and bring everything down to science. It's only them that will fall in. Masculine women, right? The one that stays masculine are the ones that will fall in love with this, right? They will look feminine on the surface because they will basically deceive you that they are exactly that. They are the one that will fall for this. And even her will not fall in love with you because you are lame. With everything I've read so far, these are lame talking points everywhere. Okay, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You're actively trying to avoid the human experience. It's not going to work. You're socially awkward. That's the only way you come up with this kind of stuff. Somebody say, "Oh, is this person trying to catch a troll?" No, I believe them. I've heard them long enough. I believe them. They mean what they're saying. They're just that lame. Okay, if you're that person, you lack game. Is what I mean. But you are in the game. Okay. And the only thing that's going to happen with this is that you end up collecting. It's not going to work. Okay, let's keep going. If you fall in love with me at any point, my dear, that's on you, and I cannot help you. You're a liar. You would like her to fall in love with you. You left the door open just in case she wants to do kerewa. You're a lover boy at heart. You know you're lying to yourself. You know, listen, you're lying to yourself. Okay? You're lying to yourself. But anyway, let's keep going. I'll never be mean to you, by the way. And you're most likely going to get whatever you want from me. I'll never be mean to you because it's a contract. Because it's part of the contract. You can write it down. I will never be mean. It's in the contract. I'll never be mean to you. Who is going to be gauging what mean is or what mean means, right? Who is going to be when she decide 7 years into it and say, I need to tell my kids what this stupid contract is, and then you decide like, no. Could she look at you as mean? Is the court going to help you decide what is mean or what is not mean at that time? You see, you already start to collect. Could it work? Let's keep going. You're most likely going to get whatever you want from me. Just know that I no longer have the ability to bond emotionally. This is your feelings talking. Listen, emotional damage is still emotional. I don't borrow. Emotional damage is still emotional. In fact, it's worse. It's emotional, it's lack of emotional self-control. It's worse. It's still emotional. Call it work. You will just collect. That's all that's going to happen here because you're actively lying to yourself. I no longer have the ability to bond emotional. No, you're emotional. And that's what took the time to do this long shalaye for free on Twitter or wherever this was. And I do not want to suffer because I can't form an attachment towards you. But you want to leave the door open for kerewa. Don't be juju with that.
Don't be juju be that.
Hit that like button, I beg. Just know I no longer blah 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 towards you. I will live my best life too. You have to be a good Christian too. This guy, he's a comedian at the same time. You have to be a good Christian too. If that prevents you from having a lover outside, then fine. They say, just in case you're not going to make me jealous by having another one because you're a Christian. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Oh my show.
Your daddy.
Your daddy.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Why? Why? Could it work? It's not going to work. It's all leg work.
Who is that? Is that government? You don't have any government. The leg work.
You the leg work. I don't have strength to explain how emotionally disconnected I can be. What about all this one you just did? All this shalaye here. You don't have... Please be endowed. You want a babe. Why? Because you want good genes. Let me guess. The excuse is that you want good genes, right? You want an endowed woman. I'm a fine man. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of fine men in tech, medical doctors, lawyers, suffering because they decide to start telling themselves lies. Oh my shit. I'm a fine man and I don't want any less for my babies. Oh, that's why. That's why I want endowed. I'm very well interested in your emotional well-being. I'm just not capable of emotional entanglement. Lies. Your leg.
Who is that? Is that government? You don't have any government. They learn work.
Egg walk.
Cap.
Cap. Big time. I will love the children, no doubt. How? You're not able to emotionally entangle with children too, right? Oh, children are different, you know? After all, being a good father is not the same thing as being a good husband. I know what the talking points are. Listen, I've been around for a minute. I know. Still cap. Cap.
Stop the cap.
All right, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Could it work? It's not going to work. You get to travel every year with the kids to anywhere you want if available. It's basically saying this. Ideally, I want to set the rules in my family. I don't want you to bomileno. I don't want you to argue with me. I want you to be agreeable. I want to put that on contract. This is lame behavior. It's not able to make these things happen within the context of romance. Or it's already questioning that it's not able to make that happen with the modern woman, and he decides to come up with a lame solution. Call it work. Okay, he will still be heartbroken, just like that girl that broke his heart in GSS2. It will still happen again. There's no way around it. Breakfast, because it will be even that much disappointing, because it's like, wait, we signed the contract. Maybe a lame ass attorney will help him get a contract together to be in the form of a prenup, right? And then after everything happens, it's like, wait, I'm still, what? You were a lover boy. You were trying to lie to yourself. It didn't work. Let's continue. I will be with you guys. You get to travel every year with the kids to anywhere and you want. If available, I'll be with you guys. Yeah, I assure you, I'll make a good partner and a great father. No, you won't. You lack self-respect. You lack self-love. You don't like yourself. You're struggling. Low self-esteem. You don't think you're capable of attracting a woman authentically. She falls in love with you. She decides to have your kids. You know, that thing you're fantasizing about. You don't believe you're able to do that. That's the issues here. And unfortunately, you can't borrow my belief system. I can help, maybe by what I just did with this content, but you're going to need your own belief system. You're going to need a healthy self-esteem. You're going to need to learn social skills. You can't make up your own rules in a society of people. You just can't. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what corner of this world you go to. Even where they do arranging marriage, you're still expected to connect at some level. Eventually, right? Where they do it is because everyone also believes in that, right? So make things a little bit easier. People expect that this is their norm over there, right? And it's not your norm. You just still collect, right? I'll be with you guys. Yeah, sure. Blah, blah, blah. I'd prefer surrogates with good genes. No, he didn't just say that. He said, if this does not, he said, lover boy. He keeps giving the little crack of the door open. If this does not work for me, I'd prefer surrogates with good genes. No, what you should have said is that I don't want to be a lover boy. You're telling me you're a lover boy. I don't want to be a lover boy. I want surrogates with good genes. Right? See, some people are saying he's in the agege. No, I don't think so, because he wants to carry away from this woman. He wants the woman to be endowed. He used another cap excuse, but he wants the woman to be endowed and he wants to keep the door open for possible carry-over. At least it's a buy. At the very minimum. He loves the idea of a woman falling in love with him. That's this guy right here. Okay. Lastly, we'll be friends. That's just my opinion, by the way. It's just an opinion. We'll be friends. Very good friends. It's fantasizing. Just not into, but he wants to put it on paper. He wants to make it hard written down in black and white. Very good friends, just not into all that emotional. How do you be good friends and not be emotional? No be juju be that. I'm asking.
No be juju be that.
How are you disconnected? You're not able to, but you're able to be friends. Oh, but Ola, you're capping. A friend don't have to be emotional. No, you're capping big time. Okay. Every types of relationship requires a large level of engaging your emotions. Okay, every single one of them, right? And of course, especially when you're capping when it comes to romantic stuff. You know you're a lover boy. You know that. You're lying to yourself. How are you going to tell me who I am? Nigga, I'm telling you who you are. This is Man of Prestige. This is that platform. We tell you exactly. I police your talk. I tell you exactly who you are. You can argue inside of the comments, but I tell you my opinion. Okay? Very good friends. Just not into all that emotional thing. You can do that with someone else, just not me. Wahala. Oh, let me see. Is that the end of it? I think that might have been the end of it. Oh my show. Oh my show. That would be fine if you're a Christian. He left all the doors open. I'm gonna leave it at that. I want to come. Forget the rest of the comments. I want to engage you. I want to see what you all are talking about, because this guy over here, na character, baba character. GSS2 wahala. Gracious greatness. I know how you doing. I think I'm gonna have to watch the replay because it seems like I've missed so much. To sound like, yes, you did. This guy, there are many people like him on the internet streets. They're on Clubhouse. They're arguing. You can, after they say 3 sentences, you know exactly what they've been listening to. It's very, very easy to pick them up. Maybe not. If you haven't been a part of the Manosphere Online, maybe not. But after a while, you start to hear pattern because they're lame like that. They repeat the same talking point, for the most part, But that's where we are. He kept whining us. Please play that sound bite for us. Oh, hopefully I did, right? That mess is not even sustainable. It's not sustainable. Why is it not sustainable? It's not who you are as a human being. As a human being, you have emotional needs. You can't sustain it with a contract. That's why contracts are broken all the time. When people feel like stealing from you, they steal. Okay? If they have an out, if they have a need to do wrong, when they feel wrong, or they're just thieves or they're cheaters, they will do exactly what they have to do, especially if they find value in doing it. Value. So the only thing that's sustainable here is, number one, make sure you remain a human being, okay, in processing any of this, right? Because you're going to be a human being regardless. You can't force that into suppression with the contract. That's why I kept leaving the opening doors, just in case you want to carry on. Let me just say this, because she's going to be endowed. I might want to hit that, Cap. When I read it on Instablog, I concluded that the man is either a giggle or he's sick upstairs. Yeah. Something is wrong somewhere. Right? But they won't listen, of course. It's a very high chance they won't listen. For you to be talking like that and write the whole type up like that, you've made up your mind that you found a solution. Usually. And they can't listen. It's the only way they'll listen is they can listen, but they have to hit rock bottom first. They've tried it could work, right? They hit that rock bottom and they're like, you know what? Let me stop lying to myself. I'm just a lover boy at heart, Yeah. This man is already in the mindset of the year 3022. Yeah. He's trying to use ChatGPT to replace a whole human experience. Call it work. Even that one requires human beings, right? It's not going to work. It's not going to work, right? Honestly, the way things are going, there is confusion everywhere. Yeah, there is. But we'll tackle them one person at a time, 23 people at a time. Shout out to all 23 people watching. Hit that like button. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. This guy may be an agege person trying to create a fake persona. No, I don't think so. I actually don't think the agege community is not this bad. They're just people. I don't think it's this bad, okay? Speaking of covenant, he probably signed a contract with a jealous mermaid. Right? Jesus. Right? Oh, Lord. Let's see. Wait, Gomez typed something earlier. Did you type something earlier? I'm trying to look for it. Clauses included in the prenuptial agreement. This guy, now real AI. Right? Prenup. Write everything out in prenup. You get to give me Kira if we decide. That's basically a unilateral decision thing. That means, I'll leave that door open just in case you're a fine girl and I'm open to it. After all, you're the mother of my kids, right? Lame. Instead of you to get out there and start toasting babes, you're creating stupid contract on Twitter. He wants all kinds of unforeseen rats, roaches, lizards in his marriage. We want to continue. Oh my show.
Continue.
Oh my show. Could it work? It's not gonna work. Exactly. With this, he has even exposed himself. Yeah. And guys, don't be surprised if someone might have slided into his DM. It's all about money and stomach in Nigeria. Yeah, people that will, of course, people that want to finesse him, they see an opportunity. By the way, do you guys like the light ambience better than before? You can see my real face. I'm a dark skin, but light sometimes gets too much in my face. Do you guys like this? Is this better? Let me know. Let me know. If not, I'll turn on the light on the next show. I'll turn up all the lights. It doesn't bother me. It's just that it gets too white. Let's see. You see your life? Right? Yeah, exposed. The thing with this kind of thing is that when you force yourself not to be a human being, you're only going to expose yourself. Many people, not just me, myself, many people can see through the BS. We are spirits. I say that all the time, right? We're spirits. We have incredible radar for BS. We can smell it. Healthy people can smell it when you're full of it like that. Okay. In fact, most of them will probably say, "Who hurt you?" Right? He needs to marry Sophia, the AI lady. They will be a good pair. Right? That one cannot have babies, yeah. He's looking for the one that have ovaries, that can have babies. Love. Yeah, he's not capable of love. Omar Colette, last name. There's no way around it. There's no way around this. This is contract and love. Yeah, you can't. Even with real contracts, right? People have bad behaviors. They will get greedy. They take your money that you told them to go and use to go and buy cocoa. They will take that money. They'll go and buy cocoa for another person because they want to flip that money twice. Greed. And then sometimes they get caught up in that web, and then you get them arrested, and now they're like, "How could you?" Emotions all over the place. Right? It's supposed to be business. There's contract. You signed. No, but still now, I was gonna get right back, right? Remember, I was gonna get right back, right? Humans are humans, man. Humans emotions no be your mate. Sorry. Okay? It is what it is. Lobaton, I'm finally lost with this Christian talk. This man, they craze. Because many of them still subscribe to the religious ideologies, not particularly Christian, just religious ideologies, because it's another opportunity to engage controlling behavior. I'm going to use this set of rules to control other people and discount the effect of their emotions, including my emotions. Kilo matenye wa o ma.
Show up. Let me.
Skelebi. Go le work. It cannot work.
Me skele baby.
Oh Lord. Go le work. Good Christian for that is additional cost. Like how much cost? Like $100,000 extra per year, Abi. After all, it's a 666 high value man, 6-figure. I can afford it, right? You know, instead of me dividing my money in a divorce court, in what do you call it, alimonies and child support later, and you steal half of my property, I might as well just give you about 25% upfront. Let's write it in the prenup, so I can avoid all this emotional nonsense, emotional blackmail. It is an epistle. Shalaye Pro Max. They always tend to be a Shalaye person too. I've never seen a thought so who be. You expect me to?
Not be juju be that.
You expect me to pronounce that? Adebusola. So ubiquitous, yet elusive. A lot of Wuriala show that has to be placed in asylum. Gosh. Oh my God. That's the social media for you. That's the modern people. Modern people, both sides. They're crazy. All of us. Okay? Coming up with all kind of scientific solution that only work. It cannot work with human beings. You don't have to do the work. What's the work? Emotional intelligence. Okay? That's it. You're just going to have to respect emotions. You don't have a choice. Okay? You have to put respect on emotions' names. No serving breakfast, but the door is open for you to walk. Right? That's his way of pretending. Like, I don't really care. The problem is that you have to tell your fingers that was typing that epistle that it doesn't care, because it cares. I don't care. Don't care. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I don't care.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't. I don't care.
Can you tell your face that you don't care? How can you be a partner with this kind of mess? Could it work? Could it work? It's not gonna work. You know, go better for the girl that broke this boy's heart. She don't turn him to weary. Oh, this all the way, Allah show. Hey, oh my show. Oh my show. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Just like majority of the talking points on the internet today, it's not gonna work. It's not going to remove the work that you need to do. Okay, you like the lights, right? All right, good. I think it makes it feel cozy too, right? It's like you guys are right here with me in the studio. I like it too. All right, good. Could it work? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Listen, if you're a gentleman and you happen to fall in this category, it's okay. There are there's thousands upon you. They're everywhere in the manosphere on YouTube. It's okay. I get it. All right. I understand it. Okay. Listen, breakfast no be your mate. I get it. Okay. Not only is breakfast no be your mate, it doesn't have to be personal. You can just regurgitate other people's breakfast so much that you start to feel afraid. Like, me, I'm making $350,000 a year. Somebody will come and steal half of it. I know. I feel you. I understand. I get it. Okay. But here's the news flash for you. Shout out to Miss Colley. Here's the news flash for you. This microwave solutions is not going to work. You're just going to have to do the work. Okay. You're going to have to do the work. Okay. You have to go through healing. Unless you want to go and live in a cave. Okay. Prenup self uma collecting. Prenup will help. Prenup will not help. That's one of my brothers that used to come here to remind us of prenup. It's not going to help. you would just collect. It's not going to work. Okay? Prenup will protect you in terms of its defense. That's all it's going to do. But this is a game. You're not going to win the game by playing defense only. Your money will be protected. Nobody will touch your money. If your prenup is good, it can be that good. Ironclad, all of that, but your heart will be broke. Your breakfast, your next breakfast will be Breakfast Pro Max. Because last, you're a lover boy. You know it in yourself. You know you're a lover boy. You know you want a woman to fall in love with you. You're just going to have to learn how it works. I feel you. I know. I understand. I know. Let's cover one more story, shall we? Let's cover one more story. So we can round up about 13 minutes. This is a good one. Good one. If you're getting some value out of this, hit the like button. Ladies, you saw somebody is saying all this kind of stuff. Just say, hey, you might need to go watch about 10 episodes of Men of Prestige. Yeah. Listen, I'm not here to give ideologies. I push against myself all the time when it comes to ideologies. I want to instigate. I want to provoke deeper thinking. I want to provoke thinking at an emotional, intelligent level. Okay? Everybody has become a robot, unfortunately. Information everywhere. Yes, it's unfortunate. It's fortunate on the other side of life. We're enjoying each other right now. I can transmit to you real time, thousands of miles away from me, right? But when it comes to emotional matters, yeah, I think it's done much more damage. Not by itself, but I think we're not adjusting fast enough. That's more like it. We're not adjusting fast enough with the times. So ladies, if you meet a guy and he's saying, we should do a contract where 2 years later we can decide if we want to be together or not. He's basically saying he doesn't want to chop breakfast. He's trying to protect himself. He's playing defense. Unfortunately, you're probably about to ghost him. Don't ghost him. Say, hey, why don't you check out this channel and let's talk? You just watch about 10 episodes and then let's talk after that, Or just ghost him. Because you're probably going to ghost him anyway. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Oh, my show. I wish I could help them. I wish I could help everyone. But you know me. I don't think I'm capable of helping everyone. I don't think you're capable of helping everyone. I think you should play. Listen, there's an active marketplace. There's a good girl out there for you. There's a good guy out there for you who is willing to learn the emotional aspect of things. Okay? They are available. They remain student. They are available. If you haven't seen them, it's your circle. Pay attention to your circle. Okay? Pay attention to your circle. Sometimes people forget that anger, sadness, happiness are all forms of emotion. Exactly. Him saying he doesn't want emotional stuff is appalling. That's literally your emotions speaking. Exactly, Adebusola. That was literally his emotions speaking out loud. That's why I said, tell your face and your words that you don't want to be emotional entangled, because it's not working. Go work. Depends on how you feed those emotions. You just have to be a lifetime student of it. Okay? There's no knowing it all of emotional intelligence. It doesn't exist. You have to be a student of it for the rest of your life. Okay? Obviously, the earlier you start, the better. Right? And I'll be right back. I'll be right